I'm a third generation son of a farmer's son. I work 200 acres, it's all I've ever done. It's hard and hot and humid, but I don't complain. Seen the changing of the time, but for me it's all the same.
Hello and welcome to Illinois Corn TV. I'm Shane Gray with the Illinois Corn Growers Association. We have a special treat for you today. Today we have with us Robbie Morris of the Grasstime Band, who is a multi-talented instrumentalist and on the side an IT professional, correct?
Yeah, that's right, Shane.
All right. Well, Robbie, we're glad to have you here. I think we're going to I want to get started just so our viewers get an idea of just how good and how talented you guys are. Bluegrass is the specialty here. And what I really like about this is and appreciate about this, my whole experience with bluegrass has always been Appalachia Mountains, coal mining, maybe even West Virginia, some logging. And you have a new released song out, what I believe is soon to be a hit, called Cotton, Corn, and Hay. So you've brought that bluegrass right here maybe to central Illinois and included some corn with it.
Oh, that's fantastic. That's the goal. That's the goal, right?
Well, we're excited to hear a little bit of it. So if you don't mind, let our viewers get a taste of what you got there.
Yeah, man. So it sure is good to be here, Shane. I appreciate you taking time today.
I'm a third generation son of a farmer's son. I work 200 acres, it's all I've ever done. It's hard and hot and humid, but I don't complain. Seen the changing of the time, but for me it's all the same. Cotton, corn, and hay, cotton, corn, and hay. Plowing, planting, reaping, that's how I make my way. I got a wife and children, hopefully see them once a day. From the rising sun till the work's all done, it's cotton, corn, and hay.
Hey, that's excellent. I got to give you props on that one.
Thank you so much.
Excellent job. It's an excellent song. And, you know, that kind of leads us right into into a few questions here, kind of get to know a little bit about you and your band. So what is the story behind Grasstime?
You know what, man? When we talked just a little bit before we hit record. I grew up in a small rural community where it was a community group of people that we used to sit around and pick music and all that. And now fast forward a bunch of years as I'm getting a little long in the tooth, I wanted to go back to the time that was really happy and special for me. So I answered an ad here in Nashville and somebody was looking for a guitar player and I answered it and, you know, they wanted some singers and then I go, oh, I'm the youngest of 6. I played every instrument that nobody else wanted to play and I sang all the parts that nobody else wanted to sing. So I kind of like a Swiss Army knife, if you will. And
there you go. They come in handy.
And then over time, so my band holds a house band gig here in Nashville, a up and coming group called Books and Done. One of the Kix Brooks owns a vineyard here in Nashville, and my band's been a house band out there for 10 years. So
that's great.
We play, you know, throughout the picking season, which is, you know, March till November. And then we're out, you know, traveling around the world, playing and doing stuff, going shows. We just did a European tour, which, you know, it's funny, you know, in our, you know, obviously in light of what's happening today in our country, you know, similarities, man, across the country, across the world are there. A lot of people have we're a lot more in common than we think, you know?
Yes.
And the same struggles that people deal with. And of course we sing bluegrass, which is kind of that blue collar working, you know, kind of topics of mama and Jesus and drinking and, you know, all the things, you know, we had just an amazing time. But this music gives me the opportunity to talk to so many people that, and I did not know I enjoyed that so much.
So you have a new single out, Cotton, Corn, and Hay. Tell us a little bit about how you put that whole song together and those lyrics.
Yeah. So, bucket list item. I signed a record deal. The band did in December of last year, Christmas Eve, as a matter of fact.
Okay.
And this is the first song on the label that we put out. And when you go through that process of trying to find songs, whether you wrote them or somebody else wrote them, they've obviously got a publishing company attached to it. So it's like walking into a restaurant with an a la carte menu. You know, you're like,
Yeah,
I
right.
want something spicy or sweet or salty or whatever. You know, so when this happened, of course, it was our first album on the label. I wanted it to be the best songs possible, so I didn't hold all the songs up. No, we're only going to do my songs. So this song was written by Bob Minner and Tom Judson. Bob is actually from DeSoto, Missouri, so not far down from where I grew up in Missouri. And you know, I have so many friends and family that are multi-generational farmers. And as I said before, I grew up working on the farm as you know, a young man, and you know, it was hard work, and it was the plight, same plight then as it is now, which is, you know, multi-generational farmer. I wonder if my kids are going to want to continue to do what I do. You know, and then obviously, like everything in life, from if your lens perspective is, you know, just struggle every day, then that's kind of gets a little shaky. And, you know, but then at the same time, you don't want to lose grandpa and grandma's or great grandpa's farm.
Right.
You know, so the song just hit a bunch of notes on me that I literally just like, wow, I know those people. I've heard that story. I've lived that. I know who that is. So it really did speak to me. And of course, another part of the little bridge at the end of the song is it's either feast or famine. It's either flood or drought, field by field, row by row. It's all I think about. So it really does open up a lot of the memories for me, and just the thought of having to be in that situation, going, I wonder what my only son would do. You know what I mean?
Well, and it is, you know, and life on the farm or life in agriculture is very much, it's not a week to week, check to check kind of thing. I mean, it is a lifestyle, and you know, you're always hoping from one year to the next to survive one so you can go on to the other. And I just think a lot of that, the music that you guys are playing, and the bluegrass that you play, plays to that and tells the story of those people. And especially with agriculture being in the news like it has here recently, I think people are really going to take to that song and kind of understand and feel what it's supposed to be about. So it's a great one. Hey, another question here for you, just kind of for fun. You know, I started thinking about bluegrass, and I think about the instruments that are all involved in bluegrass, whether it's banjo, guitar, fiddle, whatever it may be. Which one of those instruments must a bluegrass band have?
Now, I don't want to get hate mail from anybody that's listening. We're saying this.
But I mean, isn't there the old Alabama song, got to have a fiddle in the band or something like that? So when it comes to bluegrass, what instrument must you have for it to be bluegrass?
So ironically, my band just played the Lester Flatt celebration a couple of days ago. And he was one half of Lester Flatt and Earl Scruggs, who was in the band with Bill Monroe. So this very question is an age-old question that's been put out there. A bluegrass band, you can never have a keyboard and you can never have drums.
Nope. That was the one that surprised me when I was kind of thinking about that. I'm like, I don't know if there's ever drums in any of these songs.
Yeah. Now, obviously, the lines get a little blurry, right? With the generation shift as things do.
Exactly.
But Lester Flatt and Earl Scruggs said, Lester Flatt said that a bluegrass band must consist of a banjo, a guitar, a fiddle, a mandolin, and an upright bass.
Mandolin. Yep. I actually had that one in my notes right there. Mandolin.
Yeah. I mean, we, you know, as a unit, we're a picking unit, right? We kind of go around everywhere, and sometimes depending on what the financials are of the trip that we're taking on, sometimes we have to make a hard decision as to who goes, or it's scheduling availability kind of a thing. But for sure, we always have a mandolin, and we always have a bass, and we always have a guitar. The fiddle, if you look at it, the instrumentation-wise, when you think about the music, and there's obviously a lot of picking, a lot of shredding that goes on.
Yep.
The color instruments, your fiddle and your banjo, they can play, like, so a song consists of a melody, right? Where you're saying your tempo and your melody and you're singing along. And then all the other notes that are just kind of flurrying around you.
There you go.
Fiddle and banjo. So either one of them, I mean, I love them both. I'm a banjo player, actually not a fiddle player, but I am a banjo player, so I would have to say a banjo.
Okay. That, that would have been my pick, a banjo, but then all I could think about was Alabama back in the day singing, you got to have a fiddle in the band. So I thought, well, maybe there's a fiddle violin, got to have it. But I agree. Banjo's got that little twang to it that makes it definitely gives it that country vibe to it, that bluegrass feel. Well, I was going to ask you mentioned a couple of them. I was going to say, of the three that I would say probably are the Mount Rushmore of bluegrass with Bill Monroe, Earl Scruggs, and Lester Flatt, which one if you had to fill a spot in the band playing tonight at a show, which one you picking?
Hands down, Earl Scruggs.
He's the one. There you go.
Yeah.
All right.
He luminary, man, that changed that instrument. He was the guy that changed everything. Now, obviously, Bill Monroe was the father of bluegrass because he had luminaries behind him. So he gave birth to all these other people who went on to be legends, right? And when that's literally kind of how this genre got its name, because it was Bill Monroe and the Bluegrass Boys. And the Bluegrass Boys were Lester Flatt and Earl Scruggs. Right, so they left the band because they were stars, going to be legends on their own.
Yep.
And the fans started coming up to Bill after they left the band over the next year. Hey, where's those Bluegrass Boys? Where'd those Bluegrass Boys go? They're not in there. And the replacements were great too.
Yeah,
but the ones that started weren't there. That's literally how the genre got its name.
I think that's all the time we have right now, but we still got to do our corny joke. Okay. Yep. This one does involve the Grasstime Band a little bit, so you see if you can kind of hammer out the punchline on this. Here it goes. It says, what happened when the Grasstime Band played in a cornfield?
It's always a good...
How about everybody's ears perked up? That's not bad. I had to rewrite, kind of change that one just a little bit.
Shane, I'm gonna use that on the microphone somewhere if that's okay.
Hey, there you go. Absolutely. Well, Robbie, this has been great, man. This has been a blast. Appreciate you taking time out of your day to sit down here with some corn farmers in Illinois and just talk to us a little bit about your music. We really enjoy it. I think that song "Cotton, Corn, and Hay" is going somewhere. And if you don't mind, as we exit out of here, can you play a little bit of something for us?
Sure.
All right, let's do that.
I got
Perfect. Hey, Robbie, thank you and good luck. Hope to see you down the road. We get to Nashville quite a bit, me and my family. So we're going to look you up. We're going to find you somewhere. I want to meet you.
Oh, I would love that. I truly would. And thank you guys so much for having me. I really, really appreciate you. And I do hope that we get a chance to see each other in person.
Absolutely. Appreciate it. Okay. Thank you very much.
Thank you.